All right, football's back. You guys ready?
Let's go!
Icy.
Set.
This is the Pro Football Show, powered by Chevy Silverado.
Welcome to the Pro Football Show presented by the Chevy Silverado. Built for the hustle, ready for the game, the Chevy Silverado is America's most dependable full-size truck. Whether you're grinding through the week or gearing up for kickoff, the Silverado is one ride away that's always game ready. Just like football, it's all about grit, grind, and getting it done. Head to Chevy.com to learn more and build your own Chevy Silverado. New season. New guest, Dan. This is exciting.
Yes.
John Gruden, Fred Smoot, welcome to the Pro. I know you guys have been on, but this is
Thank you. It feels good to be, part of the family. It feels real good.
This is great to be back.
Great to be back.
I got to tolerate this. But
I know.
Tolerate who? Fred?
Fred.
Well,
yeah, I was going to say, listen.
Come on now. We know.
We did a Chevy commercial this morning.
Yeah, we did.
Before we even got to start shooting it, Smoot was like, is Gruden here? I have some things I need to say. He has some receipts from last season.
Don't you worry, okay? Because when you went inside and we were still taping.
Stop it. Don't you do that, Kat. Don't you do that.
Go ahead. What they say? Cornerback for a reason. If you could catch, you'd be a wide receiver. He dropped an easy one. Yeah. I have it on tape. I'll make sure I tweet it out.
The thing that I know is, like my grandma always told me, Coach Gruden, a pair of lips will tell a lie. And the one thing I know about Big Kid, he threw the ball to try to make me go all out my way to get it. And I dropped the ball, and he was like, yeah, that's the one that I've been looking for.
You would have been making wide receiver money, and you wouldn't be sitting here if you could catch the ball.
Well, here's the thing about it. Like I tell my kids, too, the refrigerator worked. The dryer worked.
Okay.
Why you don't work? And what Coach told me last year about the playoffs did not work. He told me that one Jaden Daniels, a.k.a. Jedi 5, couldn't do it in the playoffs. And all he did was show you week in and week out that we're 4 quarters away from a Super Bowl. Coach told me I was going to have nightmares. And now I'm going to tell Coach to wake up and have a cup of coffee with me. That's all I'm saying.
Even at Christmas, you gave up 60 points in the playoffs.
Come on, man. What are you talking about?
It's the biggest ass-kicking in an NFC championship game history.
Hey, and we also beat that team one time, too.
Yeah, 4 quarters away from the Super Bowl is a really nice way of saying we got our ass kicked in the NFC Championship game.
It's football. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. But the trip that they took the fans on in Washington last year,
it's an incredible season.
Unbelievable.
Incredible season.
And now going into this season, we are the it kids.
It's going to be an interesting season. I was talking to our producers earlier. I was like, we've done this for a few years, Dan. We had Dion and Dave going back and forth for a while. We've always had different guests. Gruden and Smoot going back and forth. If I don't stop it, we might be talking till tomorrow.
We might.
We might be. I'm going to love it. Also, Jerry is back. A little inside baseball here. Jerry almost broke the set before the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice job, Jerry.
Time to lose a little weight.
I did. I lost 20 pounds.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Maybe 20 more.
And then you were upset that you lost the 20 pounds and you still almost broke the set.
Yeah, it's great. Well, last year it was mounted. This year we had sandbags.
Okay. All right. So we are back. So let's just get right into the action. The storyline games of the week presented by the Chevy Silverado. We're going to start with the game in Brazil, the international game Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. We have the Chiefs and the Chargers, the AFC West rivals. Obviously, Coach, the Chiefs coming off the Super Bowl loss. First and foremost, before we get to this game, what is that mentality in the locker room after the way they played in the Super Bowl last year going into this season?
I'm sure it's eye-opening. They got handed to them. They really did. But they lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in similar fashion, 31-9. They came back the next year and they showed their championship form. I just think Mahomes and Andy Reid own the AFC West. Mm-hmm. Look at their record against all these teams in the division. I keep waiting for Herbert. I keep waiting for the Chargers. Yeah. But until I am proven wrong, I'm going with Kansas City in this game.
And Dan, the line is Chiefs -3 right now.
Yes.
What are you thinking about this?
So you're right about that. Mahomes is 10-2 against the Chargers all time. That is ownership. Jim Harbaugh, though, he's a great coach, period, but he's also a great coach week one. He's never lost a week one game in the NFL, 5-0.
Yeah.
I do think there's going to be a little bit of a hangover. I hate that this game is in Brazil. I'm done with the international games. Football is an American sport. Keep it in America. I'm going to take the points, though. I'm going to take the points +3 because I think it's going to be a close game. These two teams know each other very well. I'm excited to see year 2 with Jim Harbaugh. He turned that around pretty quickly. Year 1 got to the playoffs. Obviously not great in the playoffs. I still think the Chiefs are the class of the AFC. They're class of the AFC West. I'm not buying all the Broncos hype, but I'm going to take the Chargers +3 in this game.
Could we all agree that maybe the best coach division is the AFC West?
Ooh.
If you look down through the division and you look at the Super Bowl coaches that's a part of this division, it might be the most well-coached division. And, Coach, you are right. All right? Herbert has not lived up to it, but Harbaugh is a different animal. He's not going to put it in his hands to lose the game. He's going to run that ball control. And the one thing that I really hate, that Big Slater got hurt. Rashawn Slater got hurt. I think when he got hurt, that changed the whole outlook for the Chargers because they got Big Joe Ott at their other tackle. They can move people. They got a good defense. All I'm saying like this, when you go play in South America, it's a toss-up on this game. It's the only thing that I'm going to say, well, I'm going to give the edge slightly to Kansas City. I think their wide receiving core this year is going to be 2 times better than it's been in the last 3 years.
They are a little reloaded. By the way, Coach and Smoot are just picking the games. I'm picking against the spread. I just want that on
You know,
the
in the
record.
AFC West, as an old man like I am, Sean Payton's the youngest coach in the AFC West. He's 61 years old. You got Pete Carroll, Harbaugh, Andy Reid. These guys have been around a long time.
No, you're right about. I mean, Super Bowls. They have the most Super Bowls of any division.
But this is what I like. Every time Harbaugh makes a move, and it's a great move, Pete Carroll comes and hates. It's like
they love
listen,
the
it's something going on right there. Like every time he makes a move, if he goes to college, Pete Carroll goes back to college.
They follow each other around.
And he one-ups him every time. So Pete Carroll is the guy that I'm watching right now. Very old, but hey, I find some education with older coaches.
Yeah, they love to hate each other. It's like generational hating between them. But it's because they've been around the game for so long. So they know how to. So I do have a question, Dan. I mean, this is not a pop culture program, but you have been on the Taylor Swift beat.
Yeah.
Now that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are engaged, what do you expect from Travis Kelce?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say congratulations to them.
Congratulations, brother.
I officially will acknowledge that they're dating.
So you didn't believe it at first, because I
had a little bit of a thing that went down.
I believe it was real at first.
Well, he got it.
I got it. The Swifties came after me hard. I don't know. Look, Travis Kelce is one of the best tight ends of all time.
Yes.
He also is 36 years old. So I think it's like one of those things that I think Mahomes will still trust him more than anyone else on the field, but you'd be foolish to say that he's Travis Kelce of 4 years ago. That doesn't mean he's still not great. I think really for the Chiefs, they're in the mode of, hey, we're going to be in the playoffs every single year. We got to make sure that Travis Kelce's ready to go for the playoffs. And like whatever that looks like in the regular season, maybe his numbers aren't incredible during the regular season. It doesn't matter. Once they get to the playoffs, he and Mahomes are playoff guys.
You know, if I hear any more of this Taylor Swift.
Yeah, there we go.
Taylor Swift cannot help you on 3rd and 7. Okay? Taylor Swift will not help you block the C gap. Okay? My God.
Yes.
She makes him happy, Coach. And you know a happy player can go out there and make plays. She makes the man happy.
Kansas City got a new left tackle from Ohio State. His name is Simmons.
Yeah.
He's the key to this game. He's the key to the
Big
Chiefs.
Simmons, yeah.
They got rocked last year in the playoffs by Philly's pass rush. Let's be honest. If Simmons comes through at left tackle, they got a chance to drop back and look around and throw the ball down the field, which they could not do regularly last year. I like the Chiefs. I like Andy Reid. And I'm starting to really get irritated by Fred Smoot.
No, Coach. Don't let me do that. It's tough acting, 10 acting, to help you out with them. But what I'm saying, Coach, is that offensive line for Kansas City been the problem the last 3 years. All right? Every time they play against a team that can rush the passer, Patrick Mahomes is running for his life. And not only is he running for his life just to pass the ball, Pacheco and their running game, they've been behind lately. And if you can't run the ball in the NFL today, you will not win.
He's already irritating you one game in?
No, I love it.
We're only one game into the season, and we're already beefing. Okay, let's move to the NFC North. We have the Lions at the Packers on Sunday at 4:25 Eastern. And the Packers obviously got the big blockbuster trade, got Micah Parsons. Dallas in absolute shambles. The Lions coming off a 15-2 season. They won their division. Dan, I'll start with you. I mean, we know what Dan Campbell can do. We know how excited Detroit fans are. With adding Micah Parsons to this Green Bay team, I know you hate the Packers.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do 2 things here.
Okay.
I'm going to do something that is going to be called emotionally shielding myself for this season, and then I'm going to have a question for the 2 of you. The emotional shield for this season is the Packers are the best team in the NFL. They're going to win this game, 2.5 points at home. I'm going to take the Packers. The question, that's emotional shielding right there. That's just admitting the Packers are the best team in the NFL. And whoops, if they don't become the best team in the NFL, hand up, I'll be the first to say I was wrong.
You're wrong.
All right, question for you guys. The brain drain from the Lions.
Yeah.
Is it a real thing? Like, is it, they lost their offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson. They lost their defensive coordinator in Aaron Glenn. I still believe in Dan Campbell, but there has to be a little bit of a time where they kind of build it back up, right? Like, you can't just plug and play two guys and be like, hey, we're going to be the exact same team as last year. They're still good. It might just take a little time. Is that fair?
Well, it is fair until proven differently.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, the big thing with Detroit is they have a tough schedule.
Yeah.
If you read their road schedule, it's a lot different than it was last year. The biggest problem I see with the Lions is their offensive line.
Yeah, Frank Ragnow.
Taylor Decker, okay, he's had some injuries in training camp. The left guard, Glasgow, moved to center. He's got a bad foot.
Ragnow retired.
Ragnow retired.
And
He
the
was
right
an
guard,
all-time
Zeitler's in
center.
Tennessee. They have a whole new cast up front.
Yeah.
But I was there. I watched them practice. These guys have a lot of firepower, man. If McNeil, their big defensive tackle, can come back week 4 or week 5, that'll help them.
Yep.
But I worry about them a little bit on the road against Green Bay, a team. I agree with you. I think on paper, to me, they can beat anybody. If Jordan Love's on,
Yeah.
the Packers could have a
I heard that magic word, Coach. I heard if.
Well, he's healthy.
If
you know,
was
if he's
a
healthy.
we
I like
all
him.
be drunk. All right, Coach, this is what I'm saying about Green Bay. Jordan Love, he's been good in the regular season, all right in the playoffs. All right, he got a wide receiving core. All right, with Golden leaving him, a rookie. All right, well, they had the most drops of any team in the NFL last year. All right, they got a defensive backfield with an ex-wide receiver, Bo Milton, starting at corner. All right, they lost their best corner in Jair Alexander, and y'all telling me this is the best team in football. All right, what they did do is go get Michael Parsons. They got another trade similar to Reggie White. All right, another trade like this. Michael Parsons, to me, all right, Myles Garrett is the best, all right, but Michael Parsons can line up over the center. He can line up on both edges, and he can rush any passer. But I hate to say it, he got back problems too in the first game. All right, so I don't know. Can they put it together? Maybe. But this game right here, I would be hard to bet this game because both sides got something rocky about them.
Yeah.
Dan, the Packers right now are minus 2.5.
2.5. I'm taking the Packers.
At Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
Wow. That says everything.
What are you going to take?
I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers at home. I just feel like if you got a non-mobile quarterback and you're replacing a center, all right, and I got one of the best pass rushers in football, I'm going to win that battle every time.
Yeah.
I tell you, Green Bay's got a player on defense. You're going to see his name is Edgerrin Cooper.
Oh, middle linebacker.
Where's number 56?
Yeah.
If anybody can hang around with Gibbs and Montgomery, it's Cooper. And I like Quay Walker. I like this defense. Hafley's done a great job.
Yeah.
They were a 6th-ranked defense in the league last year. And if Micah Parsons comes through, now you got some guys that can go get Goff in the 4th quarter.
Opposite Rashawn Gary. Don't forget about him.
player,
He
yeah.
can go get it too. So that's why I said Green Bay at home. Would they split this year? Maybe. But I got to get Green Bay that win at home.
Coach, I know it's in the past and it doesn't matter because he's on Green Bay, but what did you initially think of the trade with Dallas and Green Bay?
I liked it for both teams, honestly. If Parsons doesn't want to be there, what was going on in that game against Atlanta was ugly. He doesn't want to be there. If it gets to be toxic, you got to do something.
Yeah.
You got a first-year head coach. The Cowboys weren't any good on defense last year with Parsons. I think to get 2 first-round picks, clean up your cap a little bit because they paid Dak, they paid CD, and get Kenny Clark to solve a big problem.
Yeah.
And I like these young rushers. They took a kid out of Boston College in the 2nd round.
Reku.
He good player. I think Sam Williams coming back off injury is
Ole
a
Miss
good
guy.
player. And
Yeah.
they got your guy who had all the sacks for the Commanders.
Yeah.
You let Fowler go, he's back in Dallas.
Yeah, but we
don't want to bring that up, Fred, because I know you got a lot of other
Von
guys.
Miller
but-
now.
No, it's like
You know,
relationships. You win some, you
I
lose
think
some.
it could galvanize the Cowboys. I think
Yeah.
they needed something to happen to shake that locker room up. And I
you
think
think
this could be a positive thing for
Did
them.
you think Michael was kind of rocking the boat in the locker room a little bit?
I don't know
With the
that,
podcast?
but
I'm just
based
saying,
on what I
overall.
saw during that preseason game, he looked like he had checked out of Dallas.
Yeah.
The fans are obviously very mad. I mean, they lost Luka from the Mavs and then they lose Micah, but you're saying from a team standpoint, you think it could actually be a good thing.
It might. I mean, we've got to see what happens. They get 2 first-round draft choices,
Yeah.
which is big
Yeah.
for the Cowboys. But I want to see Dak return. If Dak can come back and put some points on the board, he's going to keep the Cowboys in this NFC East.
I would cry for them, but they got everything they deserve.
Yeah, no, the Micah trade, it rocked Dallas pretty hard. All right, we have a new segment this year, guys.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
We have a new segment with Jerry. Coach, it's called Jerry Coordinator, and I have to know.
Oh, God, I love this
Would you
segment.
trust Jersey Jerry as your offensive coordinator?
No, I would not. But
Well,
I got to interview him here. Let's see what he's
All
got.
right, let's go, Jer.
All right, listen, John, I hate it, I like it, or I love it.
Okay?
All right.
So picture this. And listen, you're going to have to help me along the way a little bit, John. But,
Sure.
okay, this play is designed 4th and inches only. This is the only time you can run it.
Okay.
4th and 1, 4th and inches. That's it. You don't run this otherwise.
All right. No tush push, Jerry.
No. This,
All right.
this is 10 times better than a touch.
All right. I got
All right, so you got the center, guard, tackle, tight end, wide receiver, quarterback. Quarterback and shotgun. That's
All right.
important.
I hate
Quarterback
it
and
already.
shotgun.
I hate it already.
Quarterback and shotgun, running back. Okay? Defense, we don't care about that, right?
Are you playing with only 10 guys?
Yeah, you're missing a guy.
Oh, another wide receiver.
Okay.
You guys got to let him finish. You guys already hate it, man. I mean, hell, the segment's over. We hate it.
Listen,
With the shotgun, he lost me.
He was so confident he only needed 10 guys.
You guys just stop.
Check this out, John. Now, what happens? 4th and 1. You see teams do this all the time.
Yep.
Quarterback trying to make the defense jump, right? Hut. Defense realizes maybe 10 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
They're not going to jump. What does the defense usually do in that?
Relax.
They relax, right? They start standing up, right, John?
Okay.
They start standing up, right?
Well, they're not supposed to, but
They're not supposed to, but they start doing it, right?
We don't.
And this is Aaron Rodgers right here.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, 10 seconds on the clock, starts to walk. Right to Mike Tomlin. That's Mike Tomlin, John. Aaron Rodgers starts to walk. Once that defense stands up, the ball gets snapped to the running back, direct snap, up the gut, easy first down.
You stole that from Adam Sandler in the longest yard. That's the longest yard play. Don't be stealing other people's. I hate that. I hate guys who steal plays.
Yeah, you did.
That was in the longest yard. Cut that out. Somebody at Barstool cut the last play of the longest yard out with Sandler. Burt Reynolds. That was Burt Reynolds' play. He drew it.
You did
That's
that on
bullshit,
purpose.
man.
It's week 1,
Did you
Jerry.
think he hasn't seen the longest yard?
You
there was
gotta
a
stay
chance.
under the center for 4th and inches.
He said he thought there was a chance you hadn't seen the longest yard.
If you watch the credits to the very end, my name, I gave him that play.
Oh,
Really?
no.
Really?
Jerry, week
Give me
1.
something, Jerry.
Jerry.
You
Come on, man.
You know what? It was worth the try, though, Jerry.
Yeah.
But when I seen you go in shotgun in 4th and inches,
Yeah, hate it.
I was like,
Hate it.
he'd already lost the battle.
Hate it.
Like,
Hate
it's
it.
nothing like keeping your quarterback under the center to keep us honest on defense. Keep him under the center. They can do everything from toss, counter tray,
Push.
to power bobo. They can do whatever they want to do, but they want to get 2 hats on one, and we can get an inch.
And don't forget that running back was Nelly, too.
Did you get that from that movie?
When I asked him, when you guys were laughing, I said, did you think he hadn't seen it? He goes, I thought there was a chance.
Are we going to have this segment every
Oh, yeah. It'll be better.
Okay,
every
good,
week.
good.
I
Every
almost
week.
booed that man when I said it.
Intercut that play with that play. though.
Next week we'll do any given Sunday. All right?
I liked it, Jerry. I thought it was great
Not a bad
until,
play.
you stole it, but it's okay. It's all right. All right, let's get to the game of the week presented by the Chevy Silverado. We have the Ravens at the Bills. Obviously, a matchup between the last two MVPs. We know that these two teams, when they play, it's probably going to be electric. Smoot, I will start with you.
Please do.
What do you think about the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, going into this season?
It's the guys, our cousins down the Beltway. And I got to say, when you add Zaire Alexander to already 2 lockdown corners, and you add that to Kyle Hamilton, you add that to now having a pass rush up the front. I think their defense is 2 times better than it was last year. I think their run game with Derrick Henry is basically unstoppable with him and Lamar Jackson. It's something about these Ravens. I think it's their time. You know, when you see somebody get in the gap and you're like, yeah, it's their time. I think it's Lamar's time right now. I think it's Baltimore's time. This is the most complete team that they've had in 5 years, I think, on both sides of the ball. Like, it's always been offense carrying defense for a while since about the last 2 years. I think it's equal now. So I'm going to go right now. I'm going to go Raven over Bills because I believe the Bills' defense is still missing a couple pieces. The Ravens not missing that.
Coach, what do you think?
Well, I like Jair Alexander, too, if he ever plays. I don't think he's going to play in this game, personally. He's
Well, that's
missed a
good.
lot
They
of
still got
time.
2 starting corners,
You know,
Wiggins and
Malachi
Humphries.
Starks is going to help the Ravens. Buffalo, 8-0 last year at home, 2-0 in the playoffs. They are hard to beat at this place. These fans are savages. They're as hard as tackling Lamar Jackson. I mean, these fans really make it hard on the road team.
Yeah.
I do like Baltimore. I got a chance to go out there. Isaiah Likely probably won't play, from my understanding.
Mark
He's
Andrews.
a big part of that offense.
Yep.
But I love the Ravens. I think the Ravens are ready in all 3 phases. They got a new kicker. Let's not remember this. Tucker, you can say whatever you want. He's the best kicker to ever kick in the league.
Yeah.
Loop is his name, from Arizona.
Kicked a
I think he's gonna
65-yarder
have-
on us.
Well, he missed 2 in the preseason.
Yeah.
He's going to have to make a field goal on the road to win, but I do like the Ravens in a really tight game. The one thing about Buffalo last year, they only turned the ball over 8 times. That's almost an NFL record.
Yeah.
I mean, they made unbelievable care of the football. I mean, they took care of that rock.
How can it happen 2 years in a row, though, Coach?
Well, the Ravens were outdone in a turnover battle, 3-0. They had 125 yards of penalties in that playoff game last year.
Yeah.
I just think Buffalo's going to make one mistake in an opening game, and I think the kicker for Baltimore is going to make a field goal to win this game. I'm going with the Ravens.
He hit from 55 in the preseason against the Commanders. He got the leg to do it.
Dan, the line right now is Ravens -1.5.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bills. I don't like it. I took the Bills earlier in the week.
good.
I've already started to be like, why am I taking the Bills? Because the Ravens, I mean, like, Lamar Jackson as an underdog has been incredible. I do think there's the angle of Lamar Jackson thinks he should have won the MVP last year. Now he's playing against the MVP. So I'm making all the cases for the Ravens, but I'm taking the Bills.
Let me ask you this about gambling on a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't feel good.
No.
You said you don't feel good early.
No.
You still don't feel good.
No.
Do you just not bet it, or you just?
Well, there's
I
been a little
feel-
controversy that I can't switch any picks and I can't have differing opinions, and they make me tape all the shows on Tuesday morning, and then they're like, oh, you can't change your opinion. Dave is basically, it's Barstool China now when it comes to gambling. That's what he does.
But it's your money.
So I know it's my money, so I will probably lose this game, but I'm going to take the Bills.
But could you, I mean, I know technically you can't do this
Nope.
against Dave, but like, couldn't you like still stick with your picks for Pick'em in the college football show?
No, I will not bet against
Gotcha.
what I say because I don't want the people, like, the last thing I'll ever do, I have integrity in the game. I'm not going to say I'm taking the Bills and then take the Ravens. I'm going to take the Bills. I'm going to give the Bills. I feel terrible about the Bills, but the one thing I know about gambling is if you hate a pick, that usually wins.
The one thing about the Bills, their first-round draft choice was a corner out of Kentucky.
Harrison,
he
he's
got
hurt.
He's
He's
not
hurt.
playing. The
Maxwell
backup
Harrison.
cornerback, Tre'Davious White, might not play.
Thank you.
And Zay Flowers, who missed the playoff game, he's playing.
He ready to go.
So
Here's
you know,
one though. Here's one
I
people kind of
encourage you to
forget.
pull out.
People kind of forget Bosa's on the Bills. People don't know that.
Yeah.
I feel like that hasn't been talked about.
When he played.
He's on the Bills.
Grant Russo is
I'm
what
just
we worried
saying.
about. Not Bosa.
I'm just saying. Like, I bet you if you walk down the street, you're like, hey, where's Bosa play now? He's on the Bills.
Oh, where's Von Miller?
Von Miller's on the Commanders.
He a commander. You know where that?
Exactly.
He's in the nation's capital with America's teams. He's just waiting right now to be seen. That's it.
I'd pull out of that,
Coach,
Dan.
Well, no,
Coach,
they're in Maryland.
Coach, no, we
Raljon.
We do it in North Virginia. We're not in.
No, where's the stadium?
It's in Maryland, but we
Okay, thank
practice
you.
in Virginia.
Thank you. So
Let me
I
ask you this. Coach
it's
Gruden.
1 point me, 0 points for Fred.
Who has the better year? Bosa, Joey Bosa, or Von Miller?
I could care less, Fred.
No, just keep it going, Coach. Coach, answer the question. Which old guy has the better year? Which old guy? Come on now.
I think Bosa's going to have a good year.
I don't really have any idea. Bosa's missed a lot of time in his last 3 years.
Yes.
You know, I know Von Miller when he was in Denver, believe me. I'll probably say Bosa just to piss you off.
I know. It's like, come on,
I'm gonna do
speak your
the same.
truth, Coach.
You don't want to piss
I'm gonna say
me
Von
off,
Miller.
though.
I-
He's an Aggie.
I'm picking the Ravens. Let's keep this show tight.
All right, let's move to the playbook picks of the week presented by DraftKings. New customers bet $5. You get $300 instantly in bonus bets and $200 off the NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. The next great touchdown is coming, and you can bet on it. Sign up using promo code PRO, P-R-O. Okay, so the playbook pick, Dan, we've been doing this for a couple years. It's whatever you want it to be, whatever
Yep.
your playbook is telling you. Obviously, you normally do
The Bears.
the Chicago Bears. So
The
your
Bears.
playbook pick is the Vikings at the Bears on Monday night.
Yeah. big game. Obviously, a lot of unknown in this game. You got new head coach Ben Johnson for the Bears. You got new quarterback J.J. McCarthy, who we haven't seen play a lot of football. I'm going to take the Bears, and here's why. I think Ben Johnson has changed the culture at Hallis Hall. I am cautiously optimistic. I don't think it's going to look incredible week one. I don't think it's going to look incredible all of September. But I think they're going to find a rhythm on offense. I think he knows how to put Caleb in a good position where he can win these games and limit some of the mistakes we saw last year. Maybe getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker. Maybe knowing when to give up on a play. I'm going to take the Bears in this game. I'm very nervous for this game.
You don't believe what you're saying.
No, I do.
You have no confidence.
I do think there's. All right, so let me ask you this question. A new head coach, there is an element of surprise that he doesn't. I know there's tape from the Lions, but this is a different team than the Lions. I do think there's an element of surprise that Ben Johnson will be able to do some things the Vikings maybe are not ready for right away.
No, they got to problem solve together. The one thing about a coach and a quarterback, they're going to have to problem solve all during the year.
Yeah.
And the one thing about Coach Johnson, he like a quarterback that throws on time, throws on rhythm, gets the ball out of his hand. But that ain't where Caleb excels. He excels when the play
Maybe
extends
he's going to start
itself.
being that guy.
No, it's going to be, they're going to have to find a happy medium with each other.
Okay.
And they ain't going to do that the first game against a Minnesota defense
But
that was
what
ranked.
about J.J. McCarthy?
Well, the one thing we do know about JJ, he might not go win you no game, but he won't lose you a game.
all right.
And I'm gonna go with the guy that won't lose me a game before I
First
go.
start on the road.
It's fine
Monday
with
Night
that.
Football.
They're gonna lean on that running game. They're gonna lean on that defense. And the one thing JJ has proven in the national championship game and every other game, I will throw as many times as you need me to, and I'll hand the ball off as many times as I need
That's
you to.
true.
And he won't emotionally break down. Caleb has been emotionally
No,
combustible.
that's a cheap shot.
Yeah, no, it ain't.
That was a cheap
Listen,
shot.
I watched him on the bench against the Commanders last year doing the Stevie Wonder
no
over there.
coaches.
We don't do that.
He had no coaches.
Well, guess what? What you want me to cry him a river? I ain't
I'm just
Justin
saying.
Timberlake.
You know, J.J. McCarthy Googled how to beat depression. That's how he beat it, just by Googling it.
Well, it's 2025. That's how you beat everything. You Google it. Huh? That's how you beat these problems. What's wrong with that? He found a way to beat. Listen, if you were drafted in the first round, you get hurt your rookie season, you sit back and watch your team have a historic season without you, you feel displaced. You don't feel like one of the guys. Yeah, you get a depression. I've been around plenty of football players like. They want the success, but they want to be a part of it. They want to make a tackle. They want to run out the tunnel with you. And JJ didn't have that. And now they traded away Sam Darnold, who did a hell of a job last year. That's telling you they got some trust in him. And guess what? They got a quarterback whisperer up there. Used to be part of the
Kevin
commander
O'Connell.
staff. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Just for the record, I'm okay with him having depression. I just don't think you can Google it, and that just works.
But
But
I don't know what's coming out of the tunnel with Minnesota. They got their ass kicked by the Lions the last regular season game. Then they went to the playoffs and got their asses kicked again by the Rams, 31-9.
Rams good
They
team.
got 9 sacks. I have no idea what's coming out of the tunnel in Minnesota. I don't know much about McCarthy.
Yeah.
Anxious to see how he plays. But their whole secondary on defense is different. Okuda's starting at one corner. He wasn't there last year. They got Rodgers, a backup corner for the Eagles, starting. Cam Bynum, their safety, left and went to the Colts.
Yeah.
They got Jonathan Allen and they got Hargrave, 2 defensive tackles that were hurt most of last year. They got a whole new defense. They got a brand new quarterback. Addison, their receiver's not playing. He's suspended. My God, that guy's a hell of a player.
Yep.
So let's see. But the Bears, I think, got to win this game. They got to win this game at home. Ben Johnson knows the Vikings. He knows Flores. He was in the division.
Yeah. Right.
I give the Bears a big advantage in this game. They're going to have to pick up some blitzes. Caleb's got to win.
Yeah.
You got to win. They just signed a backup to a big contract.
Yeah, Tyson
Is there
Bagent.
smoke in the kitchen there?
Not yet, but some. It's not smoke. It's like, oh, you're cooking. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I smell what you got.
there's a smell
There's no
of
smoke yet.
but
There's no
visible.
smoke
But
yet.
it's a new chef in town by
Yeah.
the last name of
I
Johnson.
want the Bears. It'd be great if Chicago came back. The big thing nobody talks about is the Bears' defense. You know, this was a hell of a defense. When that Hail Mary hit, when that lucky-ass play
apart.
fell out of the
Dropped
sky,
that bomb on
the
them.
Bears went in the tank.
They exploded.
Well,
It
I'm
was
just
over
saying,
with.
that Stevenson kid's a good player. Gordon,
He's gonna have to step up.
Johnson, they got Brisker back. I love
Brisker
These
can play.
linebackers.
Yeah.
Can Jarrett play at the Bears?
That's a big question.
Whoa!
Montez
football season.
Montez Sweat.
baby.
Yeah. They got Sweat too. They got Sweat too. They got some dudes.
Damn.
That has to make you feel good.
No, I mean, he's right. Like, the Bears defense on paper there's some guys that have to step up. Stevenson has to have a look more like he did his first year than last year. Dexter's got to take a step up. There's some guys here, we got to see what Grady Jarrett has. I think this defense is going to be good. Dennis Allen's a hell of a coach, too. He's a hell of a defensive coach. Maybe not a head coach, but a defensive coach. I'm bullish on the Bears. I'm cautiously optimistic. We'll see how it looks. Okay. I'm not going to get hurt. I'm not saying crazy shit.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not saying
I like
crazy
the confidence
shit.
that you and Coach have in the Bears.
He pumped me
Let
up.
the man have it. It's week 1. Let him have it.
Let's
It could
go.
be bad, okay?
Yeah, we're all 0-0.
Teams think they win in the Super Bowl week 1.
Let him have it. All right, Coach, your playbook pick is the Bengals and the Browns.
This to me is one of the great games. I love the Bengals because I love this quarterback. I mean, I will tell you this. I love Joe Burrow. He's my favorite quarterback in the
I love Joe.
The Bengals stink the first 2 weeks of the season. Since Coach Taylor's been in Cincinnati, they're 1-11 in their first 2 games. They always start behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
They got to win this game. And then they got Jacksonville at home next week. If they can win these 2 games and get some positive mojo with Al Golden, their new defensive coordinator, we got to get a lead. We got to put Cleveland. This is big for Cincinnati. And I think if they can win this game and beat Jacksonville at home, watch out for the Bengals, man. Because this quarterback, this tape is so good. And Jamar Chase and Higgins and Gesicki's back. I love their running back. 2 monster offensive tackles. Can you tell I'm from Ohio?
I can't tell.
I do. I think this is big for Cincinnati. They must win this game. But the Browns have given them trouble in Cleveland.
A division game, Coach. You know, it don't matter.
This is big for Cincinnati.
When you're fighting against your little brother, it don't matter who had the edge last week. All right, now, we can talk about Cleveland and say that if you got 3 quarterbacks, you ain't got one. Like, the better team lies in Cincinnati. But Coach said it. They put their foot on the gas too late. Now, they played Burrow longer in the preseason, especially against the Commanders. So they tried to build up some confidence with him. Jamar Chase, arguably the best wide receiver in football. Higgins, arguably the best Robin to any Batman in football. Can they put up points? Never been a question. But they can't stop a nosebleed on defense. That's the problem. They re-signed the pass rusher. Everything seems to look good. But guess what? They were the 31st defense with him playing last year. Can they get better on defense is going to be the question with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, that's a big question for me, too. It's that defense has to be, maybe the 15th to 20th?
No, just middle of the pack.
Yeah, right.
Just middle of the pack.
20th. Yeah, they just can't be the worst again. I'm going to take the Browns, though, in the points. This is just a division game. Browns at home, 5.5 points. I think the Browns will stick around in this game. I do think the Bengals will win, but I think the Browns will stick around in this game.
And, Coach, what do you think about the quarterback situation in Cleveland?
It's a mess.
That's why you collect vomit bags on the I have no idea what we're doing. I like Gabriel personally. Dylan Gabriel, he's a hell of a quarterback. I think Shedeur is going to take a little time to develop from what I've been told.
Yeah.
But Dylan Gabriel knows how to play. And Flacco is Flacco. He's got no fear, none, zero.
But what you doing with him right now?
He doesn't have the long-term solution. They drafted these 2 young quarterbacks. I feel the same way about Jackson Dart. I'd like to see Dart play. But I like Gabriel. I think you're going to see Dylan Gabriel sooner than later. But Stefanski's back calling the plays.
Yeah.
He knows Flacco. Flacco helped the Browns get in the playoffs 2 years ago. They got to run the ball, man. That's what Cleveland has to do. They got to find a way to run the ball. The best part of this team is their offensive line.
But they lost Nick Chubb. They lost Nick Chubb to free agency. Quinshawn Jukins ain't even signed his rookie deal. Who's going to run the ball? Is it Ford? Jerome Ford is going to run that ball for him? Can he tote the load? Because he haven't showed he can tote the load in the NFL.
It might be Sampson, the rookie from Tennessee, but
Dylan Sampson,
they got to run the football.
He was really good.
They love him.
Good in college. All right, Smoot, your playbook pick, Giants and Commanders.
Giants and Commanders. The Giants are coming to Washington. Like Coach said, this is the division game. What you talking, Ken?
Maryland.
All right. Until we move back to D.C.
I actually don't care. I think it's so stupid, but it doesn't matter.
It happens. But, hey, this is a divisional game. Count nobody out. I always tell people that divisional game count nobody out.
Yes.
We're about to play the best defensive line, man for man, in the league. From left to right, it starts with Brian Barnes. You got Thibodeau. You got Dexter Lawrence in the middle of it. You got Abdul Carter. This will be the best front that we face. But I tell them like this. Last time we won the Super Bowl, we had the Hogs. Now we got the guy guys, this new group called the Divine Swine, led by Larry Tunsil and Biotish. All right, if you look at any film with Biotish going against Dexter Lawrence, he's become the great equalizer. I think we got bigger in the trenches, and guess what? Long as we got Jedi 5, we got a chance against anybody. Then you get 3 points for playing at home. I think it's going to be one of those games where it starts off tight until halftime. Third quarter, we blow the doors off, and we start to really show people who we are. We added Deebo Samuels to that offense. We got new backfield guys. All right? We have a chance to be special. We added big boys on defense that gives us a chance to win on first down, so we earn the right to pass rush on third down. All right? That's how we're built right now. We're ready to go, and we have a leader in Dan Quinn, and we have a leader in Jalen Daniels. Let's get it started this week. I see you looking at me, Coach.
Dan?
I see you looking at me, Coach.
I know.
Well, listen, I'm taking the Giants here. It's the Commanders are going to win this game. I think the Giants are circled as my team that they might not win a lot of games, but they're going to keep a lot of teams. They're going to stay in a lot of games because of that defense, because of the style of play. I think this is a 3-point game, so I'll take the +6. Commanders are going to win, but I'll win money.
Which is important.
Yes.
Well, he said, what do you call it? Jedi 5? What'd you call him?
Yeah, he's Jedi.
Divine 5 or whatever the hell you
Divine Swine.
You know, let's just be real. Daniels is going to make more plays than Wilson.
Yeah.
He is. He's going to win the game. He'll find a way to win the game. There's a lot to be proven. Does Deebo Samuels have a lot left in the tank? Let's see it. Can Tunsil really play at a high? I know he's a Pro Bowler, but he had about 80 penalties last year. I want to see it. I want to see this offensive line. I want to see the Washington, whatever you call your team now.
Commanders.
I want to see you guys push this thing consistently on defense. I'm worried about the defense.
You should, Coach.
They have older linebackers. They have a pretty talented secondary. I want to see Lattimore stay healthy and lock some people out.
How dare you, Coach?
I want to see the pass rush.
How dare you? When Bobby Wagner had more tackles than he ever had in a single sack last year.
That.
All right,
I'm just saying, he's got to be 36 years old. He's got to be 36.
Listen,
it's an amazing feat, but I got to see it.
I never see somebody go to the old folks' home with so much hate in their heart.
I have no hate, none hate. I didn't say any hate.
Trey Amos, mark my word, will be probably the best rookie corner in this draft. Mikey Sanders still showed you who he was all year long. And now we got a healthy Lattimore. Don't forget about Will Harris coming over there. Quan Martin is getting in the Pro Bowl phase right now. All I'm telling you right now, this back end could be special. Now, don't you do that. Don't you do that, Casey. Don't you do that.
He was giving me the side eye.
She choked on her water.
I almost spit my coffee.
Yeah, like, come on now.
All right, it's time for the Fox 1 Rapid Fire Picks of the Week. On Fox 1, you can stream your favorite live sports, and you never have to have the did you see that moment that you missed. That means Fox NFL Sundays are now on Fox 1. It is built for live, edge-of-your-seat plays, jaw-dropping highlights, the kind of moments that make you shout in your living room like you're at the stadium. And it's NFL Sundays, all streaming live the way it's meant to be watched. It's also the best way to stay locked in on your action, whether you're sweating your fantasy matchup, tracking a parlay, or just riding the chaos live as it happens. Start your 7-day free trial today. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox 1 for complete terms and conditions. So, rapid fire, boys. If there's a game you want to talk about and want to break down, you can. If you just want to give a pick, you have that option, Coach. You can do whatever you want. So we are going to start with the Buccaneers at the Falcons.
I love this game. You know, as an old NFC South coach, I really like Mike Penix.
Yeah, I do too.
I really like his talent. I love Baker Mayfield, and I love our first-round pick. I say our Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're not going to have Tristan Wirfs at left tackle. This will be a great opportunity for Pierce, the rookie first-rounder of the Falcons.
Yeah.
This is what Atlanta needs. You need this pass rush. This is his opportunity to impact the game at home. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I think at the end of the day, I think Mayfield's going to find a way to get it done. I like Tampa in a shootout.
Dan?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bucs as well. This is one of those games, a toss-up game that, you know, it's week 1. I want to see what both teams look like, but I'm going to take the Bucs.
You know what? I'm glad Coach did take the Bucs, and when he was the Bucs coach, I beat him. All right, and I ain't going with the Bucs this time. I'm gonna go with the startup team, the young startup Falcons, because I love Michael Penix, I love Drake London. I think Kyle Pitts finally gonna put it all together. I think for the fantasy people out there, I think he finally gonna put it all together. But the great equalizer, I had to look. I said, you know what? Bucket Irvin ran that ball last year, and if they could run that ball, they could do well. But Bijan Robinson. If I had to say who's the better, I'm going with Bijan Robinson, and I feel like the Falcons got just enough better on defense. I'm going with the Falcons at home.
Okay, Dan, the Dolphins at the Colts.
Ooh, I'm doing something really dangerous here. I'm starting to believe in Daniel Jones again. I'm going to take the Colts.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Why?
really stupid. I don't know.
Pray for this
I
man.
don't know. The Colts have not won a Week 1 game since, can you tell me when?
No.
2013.
I'm finna say since
Probably beat
last
Tampa
quarter.
when I was
Yeah.
out.
Do you know the other fact from that game? Both guys who were starting quarterbacks in that game took their last snap in 2018. That's how long it's been since
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck and Terrell Pryor.
Yep.
So those guys, it's been a long time. Every single guy, like the last time the Colts won a Week 1 game, Daniel Jones was a junior in high school. The Colts were, every single guy on the Colts roster was not on the NFL roster, but I'm taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts too. I really think there's some noises coming out of Miami. I
Correct.
don't like to hear it. It just sounds weird. It looks weird. It feels weird.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones with Shane Steichen will be a good combination. I think Steichen's going to use Anthony Richardson kind of like Taysom Hill. He could be wicked and nasty in some situations with his run-pass ability. But I think Daniel Jones, this running game, I think it's going to be pretty good for the Colts. I just feel like Miami might be missing A-Chain.
Yeah.
They might have some injuries, and there's just not a lot of good reports I'm getting coming out of Miami.
I'm with you with the noise, Coach. The noise scares me. The noise scares me with Coach McDaniels, Tyreek Hill, everything that's going on. But it's the Colts. I got a bet that I think Anthony Richardson will be a part of the LA Rams by midseason.
I like that.
He sounds like a McVay special to show him that, I can coach you and get you to the Pro Bowl, that type of guy. But when I look at this right here, I'm afraid of the Dolphins locker room also, but I just think they got too many athletes. I just think they can play beyond the coaching right now, per se. I'm going to go Miami Dolphins win that game in Indianapolis.
All right, Smoot, the Panthers at the Jags.
Hey, you know what? Bryce Young played well to me down the stretch last year. I think their team got better in the offseason. I feel good about the Jags team, too. Now, what they trying to do with Travis Hunter, if you take somebody at the number 2 pick, you got to be great at something. And right now, I don't think he's great at anything on the football field. I don't think he's a great slot receiver. I don't think he's a great corner. So if I take that out of the equation, I'm going to say the Carolina Panthers. Yes, I'm going with the Carolina Panthers in this one and saying they will win this game.
Okay, I like what the Panthers did. I agree. Bryce Young played well down the stretch. They've worked on that offensive line, but then they did two things, or one thing was out of their control. But it's two things that I think hurts Bryce Young. They traded away Adam Thielen, and then Coker got hurt, I believe, the next day. Those two guys were Bryce Young's guys. Those were the guys that he went to time and time again when he had that little resurgence at the end of the year. I think it's going to be a little bit hairy here for the Panthers to start, and I'm high on the Jags. I think Liam Cohen's going to be a really good coach. I think the Jags are going to win this game and cover.
So you don't believe in Leggett? Lazaria?
You got to see it. Got to see it.
Well, they got a first-round pick, big receiver. Big
T-Mac.
I like Carolina. I did a lot of work on Carolina, not that it matters, but this offensive line, these two guards.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Two tackles.
Yeah.
They got two centers, 2,000-yard backs, Hubbard, and they got Rico Dowdle from Dallas.
Yeah.
But they both have over 1,000. They will pound your face, man. They can run the ball. Bryce Young scrambling, to me, is the most unsung part of his game. This guy makes a lot of plays, man. And I think defensively, getting Brown back from the injury, they've added some players. Patrick Jones from Minnesota.
Yeah.
They drafted a couple pass rushers. I like an ugly 13-10 Carolina.
That's what type game it's going to be. And does he not throw one of the prettiest balls you've seen, Coach? You're a quarterback guy.
And I met him at the Super Bowl. We met him last year.
Yeah.
When he walks in the room, you feel better about yourself. There's something about Bryce Young.
He got that glow to him.
You said it, how he finished the season. He put Atlanta out of the playoffs. He knocked Arizona out. The guy really gained a lot of confidence. And usually in year 2 of the system, Dave Canales, I think he's going to be even better. I'm anxious to see my old guy Hunter Renfrow play wide receiver.
I'm glad to see Hunter Renfrow back in the game.
And I'm anxious to see McMillan, their first-round draft, 10-legged. They've got some young weapons.
So Bryce is a good energy guy.
I love the energy.
I
You'd
love that.
him. Yeah, he's our kind of guy.
Love that. Okay, Coach, Raiders at Patriots.
The freaking tuck rule, man. That was a fumble. I freaking hate going up there. Damn, you're damn right the Raiders are going up there. If Pete Carroll era starts, the Mike Vrabel era starts. I wish Portnoy was here. I know New England's got a lot of stuff coming out. Great preseason. Travion Henderson.
Yeah.
Josh McDaniels is a great story in this game. Fired by the Raiders, coaching for New England.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun day. It'll be a very exciting day. I do like the trend I see the Patriots on. I think the Raiders are a work in progress. They've got to get their secondary figured out. They've got new linebackers, but that tuck rule. This is our revenge,
Come on,
man.
get out the paint.
This is our revenge.
Move on.
20-17, Daniel Carlson at the buzzer. Big winner for the Raiders.
Dan, where you land?
I'm going to take the Raiders, but this is one of those toss-up games. Week 1, I don't know what either of these teams are going to end up being. It's a big game just because you have those new 2 coaches, and you know they're trying to establish a different culture than that's been there. But I'll take the Raiders +3.
All right, Smoot.
The great poet Jay-Z said it best.
Ooh.
Sensitive thugs need a hug.
Facts.
Coach Gruden being sensitive about the tuck rule. I'm not going to do that. I got a chance to watch this team firsthand, and the things that Mike Vrabel is doing to this team. First of all, they tough in the trenches, all right? They're going to play tough, smash-mouth football. Drake may start to come into his own as a runner and a passer last year. I'm going to go with the New England Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. Like you said, the Raiders are just starting out. They just getting that thing crunk up. I'm going to go with the team that I think got the most pieces in place right now, and that's going to be the New England Patriots.
You know what's fun, though, is these preseason games, nobody really plays.
No.
And if you do play, you only play 6 plays.
Right.
So I'm sitting there watching Campbell, their first-round pick, play left tackle. How's he going to play? Max Crosby versus Campbell. You're going to find out real quick
who he is.
Who is and who isn't.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to see some of these new players play a full game. You only got 45 you guys on the sideline.
Yeah.
47 players.
Yeah.
So Campbell's going to have to see.
I think Campbell going to be a hell of a player.
Well,
I think
we're
he
going
got
to
it
find
in
out. I have
Yeah.
a lot of confidence in him, too, but he's going to be tested.
And
by
Trayvon
Crosby.
Henderson is action.
Yeah.
How about Ashton Jenny? You didn't even bring his name up.
Well, the one thing
I mean, hell, you don't even bring up the Ashton Jenny.
No.
That's
the
the
one
problem
thing
with
about
you,
Ashton
Fred.
Jenty, the Ashton Jenty look good on the parking lot, but when I test drove them, they caught in dry wheels. All right, that's all I'm saying.
He's same footed, same shouldered, one of those 49ers. Did you see it last week?
I seen it.
That was pretty good.
Okay, Dan, the Cardinals at the Saints.
I don't really have much on this game. I'm going to hold my nose and take the Saints. I hate it.
Are you serious,
Yeah,
Cat?
6.5.
Spencer Rattler.
6.5 first week. You know, just take the points and pray.
Saints pound for pound had a worse roster in football.
I don't disagree.
And you go in. You didn't believe the Cardinals is one of those
plus
teams.
6.5. I'm gonna hold my nose and pray.
All right.
But do you
Everyone's
think
gonna
the
bet the
Cardinals will win the
Cardinals.
game?
I think the Cardinals will win the game on the road at the Saints, no problem. I think a big year for Harrison. I think Kyler Murray picks out where he left off last year. They're going to run the ball a lot better than they did last year. And sneakily, that defense in Arizona, they can play some football. I'm going with them against the worst roster that I feel like is in football right now, and that's the New Orleans Saints.
Coach?
Boy, I think it's really big for Kyler Murray to win this game. Arizona needs to get this win. They need to get going here.
Yeah.
I do not like playing in the Superdome to start the season against a new head coach. You got a new defensive coordinator. They got a lot of new players. There's a lot of uncertainty down there in New Orleans. I think it's going to be a tight game, but I do pick Arizona because I think Murray and his legs are going to determine this game. And Harrison, big-time receiver. I really don't know if the Saints have the firepower to play catch-up football.
All right, Jerry, your Steelers at the Jets.
Yeah, listen, my hat says it all. Unfinished business. This is what it is for Aaron Rodgers. This is what it is for Mike Tomlin. Listen, I know they got crushed last year in the playoffs, ran all over the place. They drafted Derek Harmon, Yaya Black. Derek Harmon out for a couple weeks, no problem. Look at what they did in the offseason. Jalen Ramsey, Slay. They got Jonnu Smith coming in. He's a dog. Your guy, Roman Wilson, was out last year, here this year. Listen, this is the most balled in I have been into a Steelers roster. And listen, I was a Russie guy until I wasn't. Mm-hmm. There was always a part deep down that I knew he wasn't the guy. Rodgers, you see the ball coming out of his hands, John? He's still got the zip. He's still got that zip on the ball. Listen, this is on paper a top 3. On paper, I haven't seen them on the field yet. On paper, this is a top 3 defense in the league.
Jerry.
On paper.
Do you know Jamarcus Russell could wing it? He could throw it.
But he'd have the brains like
But
Rodgers.
you got to be a leader. All right? And when you talking about being a leader as a quarterback and you want me to follow you through the road, you got to do more than just throw the ball.
Oh, pick Justin Fields. He's a great leader.
No. All y'all did was switch quarterbacks. All y'all did was say, here, you take Justin, I'll take him. It's nothing different that you did. You went there, you traded George Pickens basically for DJ Metcalf. And if you want to talk about true route running, George Pickens is a better route runner than DJ Metcalf. So at the end of the day, what did you really get better at besides what y'all are already good at? And that's defense.
Yeah.
You're already good at that. But I put my money on Sauce Gardner, Quentin Williams, and that New York Jet defense shut the Pittsburgh Steelers defense down because Arthur Smith don't like to open it up. He'll close it up, though.
Yeah. Listen, I'm taking the Jets plus 2.5. I think the Jets defense, if you look at like the talent they have, and that was a defense that kind of quit last year.
Yeah.
Halfway through the season, they kind of quit. So I think this is kind of a refresh for them. I think this defense is going to be a low-scoring game. It's going to be a tough game to get points. So I'm going to take the V points at plus 2.5 with the Jets.
Coach?
Yeah, I think the big thing with the Steelers is the offensive line.
Yeah.
They moved their right tackle, Jones, to left tackle.
That ain't going to work.
The right tackle is their first-round pick from 2 years ago. He's only played one game in his career. So 2 young tackles. The center's only in his second year, and the right guard, McCormick, is only in his second year. That's going to be the key to me, the Steelers. Can they protect Aaron Rodgers? But at the end of the day, I still question Fields' ability to throw it. No question he can run around, but can he throw the ball on third down?
Talk to him, John.
2-minute drill.
Talk to him, John.
I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers. I think this is going to be really cool, man. I think Aaron Rodgers comes in there, 41 years old, whatever, comes out of the dark, whatever his room he's in, comes out of that thing. Yeah. I think Aaron Rodgers outperforms Fields in New York. Steelers win.
Let's go, Jer.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John.
Never go with Willie Killjoy. I know I like my quarterbacks to be happy. That's why I'm going with Justin Fields, because I think a fresh start sometimes with somebody believing in you, the way that they have said to him in New York. He playing with his ex-teammate from college at wide receiver with Wilson. They're going to run the ball with Bryce Hall. Don't get it twisted. Bryce Hall is going to run that ball down here. I'm going with the New York Jets.
All right, Smoot, the Titans at the Broncos.
You know what I think I said earlier? I said another team was the most awful team in football. I think I got to put the Titans right there with them. But I believe in Cam Ward. I believe in Cam Ward, but I also believe in Cam Ward being a rookie and have to go through his rookie ups and downs. All right? And what Coach Payton did in the Broncos last year is an understatement. Like, Bo Nix showed everybody I can play football and I can play it at a high level. It's no doubt. I'm going with the Denver Broncos. Ain't really nothing need to be talked about now. 8.5 points. That's a lot of points, period.
Yep, I was about to say, Dan, that's where Dan's going to go.
That's a lot of points. So
Give me the Titans.
I'm going to put that in your hand.
Give me the Titans. 8.5 is too many points for week 1. We don't know.
Yeah.
Even though with that high-powered offense?
We don't know.
All right.
8.5.
I was just at Denver Monday. Look at my face. I got a sunburn watching them out there. I like Denver. The addition of Hufanga and Dre Greenlaw, 2 great 49ers. They're healthy now. They are hungry. They are talented guys on defense.
Yeah, Benito.
They can rush the passer. I think they're going to put Cam Ward in some real difficult situations, and Cam is willing to take some shots.
Yeah.
And the Broncos secondary, their first-round pick from Texas looks good.
Yeah.
Surtain is a shutdown guy.
Best corner in football.
They're veterans in the back end. They have a lot of blitzes they're going to show.
Yeah.
And offensively, the addition of J.K. Dobbins and this R.J. Harvey.
Yeah.
The Saints, I keep thinking the Saints
Broncos,
when I think of Sean Payton.
Yeah.
They're going to be ready to go. They're going to come out of the gate at home in the altitude and kick some ass. I like the Orange Crush.
It's so funny how you live in Florida, but you went to Colorado to get sunburned. I love it.
I was so excited to get out there on the field again. I didn't even think about putting my sunscreen on there. But, you see Surtain and Greenlaw and Hufanga and Benitez over there and Zach Allen. They have some firepower on defense. Tennessee has got to run the ball at them. Remember, Buffalo ran it right down Buffalo's throat, or Denver's throat in the playoffs. I think Tennessee's got to run the ball, try to get 32 minutes of clock.
I don't think they got a James Cook on that team, though, Coach. I don't know if they got a James Cook.
Pollard's going to have a big day.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, the 49ers at the Seahawks.
Wow. I like what the Seattle Seahawks have done on defense. I think Sam Darnold can play in all that crazy weather out there in Seattle. But I'm not betting against the 49ers. I just think if McCaffrey's healthy, if Trent Williams is healthy, I'm not betting against Purdy. I like Brock Purdy for some reason. I think he's a scrambling guy. The contract is solved. I just think the 49ers have a better team. and I think they're going to win on the road.
Okay.
All right, Dan?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Seahawks plus 2.5. This is just going again. Division game, tough game, start the season. Obviously, the 49ers had a season from hell last year. I think they'll be a lot better this year, but they still got some guys out. They traded Debo. Ayuk's not back. So who's he going to be throwing the ball? I mean, Ricky Pearsall's got to step up. I'm going to take the Seahawks in a division game at home.
Yeah, it's one of those games where I like to pull for underdogs. Both quarterbacks are underdogs to me.
Yeah.
That show people I belong, I can play. So that's the equalizer right there. I think both teams can run the ball. Kenny Walker can run the ball. Metcalf, can run the ball. So when I look at it, I got to say, who's playing? Yeah, McCaffrey, who's playing at home? It's the Seattle Seahawks. Both of these defenses are good. Both of them got corners. Both of them got linebackers. Both of them got defensive linemen. I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay, Dan, last game, the Texans at the Rams.
Ooh, this one could get ugly in the terms of I don't know how either team is going to do blocking the other team because you got the Texans defensive line, which could be the best defensive line in the NFL, and then you got the Texans offensive line, which could be one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL, and young pass rushers on the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams -3 just because they're at home. Matt Stafford, I think, will be able to deal with that a little bit more, even though his back, who knows what's going on with that. But I think this is going to be kind of an ugly game where both offenses are going to struggle early.
I agree with you. The Rams, we don't know how healthy Stafford is. Yeah. He's missed a lot of time.
Yeah.
The Rams rely on Matt Stafford to make 4 or 5 throws in the game that nobody else can make.
Yeah.
But Devontae Adams and
Puka Nacua,
that combination,
Yeah.
you know, if you play split safeties and you try to cover those two guys, Karen Williams, no one knows who he is.
Yeah.
All he does is slice you.
Yeah.
And I just think the Rams at home, like Dan said, with this pass rush and these weapons, I think the Rams are a little bit better.
And where's Joe Mixon? No one knows.
No, Joe Mixon
the one thing that you can say for the Rams, like, hey, if the Texans have the pass rush, I think they're going to have. The one equalizer is if you can run the ball right at them, you can maybe slow it down a little bit. So I would bet on the Rams to be able to do that.
Week 1, do you think you can lean on Nick Chubb? I don't think so. They got the Texans got Derek Stingley, but he can only stop one of these guys. He can only stop either Adams or Nacua, but he can't stop both of them. I got to go with the team with the best weapons, and I understand the quarterback position is in influx somewhat, but if he's gonna start, if Matthew Stafford is on the field, first of all, he's tough as nails. He's gonna stay in there long as he can, but if he's in the game, I'm going with the Rams. He's one of those quarterbacks that got that it factor, and you know when you play them as a defensive player, like, I got to see this guy again, it factor. I'm going with the Rams right here.
Okay, Dan, hot takes. So normally we've done it in the past where it's like hot takes for the week, but because it's week 1, do you just want to do hot takes for the year?
No, I'm going to do a hot take for the week.
Oh.
It's
if you want to do for the year,
terrible
for the year.
Mine's terrible. It's hot as hot could be, but I've been doing this a long time, and this is going to look stupid. I'm just going to guarantee that next Thursday when we tape this, and you guys are going to laugh at me, but I'm going to take a shot. Every year, week 1, there's at least one game that everyone's like, how the hell did that happen? Last year, you saw the Raiders beat the Bengals, right?
Yeah.
Raiders beat the Ravens.
Raiders beat the Ravens. That was, I think, week 2. The Patriots beat the Bengals week 1.
Yeah.
There's always one of these games where you're like, what the hell happened? How did this happen? Mm-hmm. I think the Tennessee Titans are going to win.
You're so funny.
I'm going to say, come on, man.
What
is
The Broncos have all the hype in the world. I think the Broncos will be a very good team this year. I think they'll be a playoff team, but I think there might be a little like, wow, how did this happen? The Titans aren't going to win a lot of games. The Broncos are going to win a lot of games. But we're going to look back at week 1 and say, how the hell did the Titans beat the Broncos?
After his whole speech about being in Denver?
I told you it's a hot take. It's a hot take. This is a hot take.
My hot take is there's going to be a lot of overreactions the first couple weeks of the season.
Always.
We really don't know what's coming out of the tunnel. None of these guys have played any preseason football.
Yep.
So many new coaches, so many new players. Guys are playing in Brazil. Guys are playing on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Let's just temper our enthusiasm 2 weeks into the season. I think then you'll have an indication how good the Steelers are up front.
Yeah.
How good some of these young players are.
Yeah.
But, Coach, nobody knows how to not overreact in week 1.
I think week 5 is
No,
when
you got to overreact.
What makes you think I overreact?
You got to overreact.
You have to overreact. If not, what do we
When you
have?
start to fill it out. Week 5 is when you start to say, all right, I think I know what this team is. I think they know what it be. But then it's all about health. Then it's all about health.
It's a rite of passage to overreact in all sports.
The overreaction is, you heard it here first, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won 4 straight South titles. 4 straight. When they get Wirfs back after week 4, whatever it is, Godwin's coming with them. We got this first-round draft choice, Iron Mike, Evans,
Yeah.
we're going to score a lot of points. We got 2 good young corners. I'm telling you. Hassan Reddick's going to get double-digit sacks with Vita Vea and Cancian. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to the Super Bowl.
I like
love that.
The last 6 games,
good
if you're
hot
sitting
take.
at home,
Hey.
write down the last 6 games that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have.
I like
They're
that.
going to go like this. They're going to keep getting better and better. Then they're going to go on a serious roll. Right around week 11, boom, we're going after our 3rd world champion.
I got to diagnose him with paralysis by overanalysis. All right? I'm going to tell you something hot. Nobody's won back-to-back NFC East in 20 years. All right? We happen to have these Super Bowl champions, probably pretty much the best roster in football in our division. All right? Pretty much had very healthy roster last year. For your chance to do that 30 games in a row, that ain't the NFL. All right, so I'm gonna get hotter, a little hotter. I'm gonna say the upstart Washington Commanders. All right, I think Levi Stadium is hosting the Super Bowl this year in California. Am I correct?
Yep.
All right. Well, we're packing our bags. All right, we're packing our bags. Not saying we're going to win it, but we're going to be a team that's a part of it. We got the coach to do it. We got the quarterback to do it. We got the leaders like Bobby Wagner and the rest of these guys that have been there and done that, Von Miller. We got the guys to do it. We got the recipe, winning recipe. I'll see you in February in California.
What do you think about that take?
I'll see you out there, Fred.
All right, coach.
I'll see you out there.
I'll see you out there, coach.
I'll be there, brother. I'll be there.
You
We'll
just
have an
remember what we
Airbnb
had to bring
together.
back from
Yeah.
last year's show.
Yep, me and Big Cat are roommates. We
Yep.
will be there.
Yep.
Jerry, you got any hot takes for the season?
Nightmares.
I think the Bengals missed the playoffs.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the Bengals.
That's a good
missed
hot
the playoffs.
take.
Okay.
You're just mad.
Now, I don't think they missed the
No, I think they do. I think it's. I think the Ravens or Steelers. One of them will win the division. Probably Ravens, but I think the Bengals miss it this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not again.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you still sad?
Their defense is too bad.
Are you still sad that Coach?
No, listen. Next week I'll be better. Hand up. Listen. Tried to
good play.
Yeah,
That,
tried to
that
get
was a
fast-
good try, though,
Yeah,
Jerry.
next
I
week.
like that.
Next week I'll have to be better. That's it.
Okay, to finish off the show, we have our Survivor pool picks, and Dan, I've been told that this year it's getting a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, so we're going to figure out exactly who we're going to be playing for maybe next week. Let's all survive this week. Let's survive
Okay.
this week, and then
All
we'll
right.
figure it out.
So,
okay?
so just so we know, though, moving forward, you guys are all going to represent somebody.
Yes, I have to
who-
figure out what the cash prize is going to be, and then we're going to all represent someone at Barstool so we can get the streams going a little extra, like where it's like, hey, you're picking for Rico, or I'm picking for...
Like guys who really
Well,
need
let's
the-
survive this week.
Okay,
And then
okay.
we'll figure out I got to figure out the money.
Okay.
All right, I got you.
All
I
right.
got you.
So Dan, you want to start?
Yeah, I'm going to go Jaguars.
Okay. Dan has Jags.
You like that?
Coach?
You got to set on.
You like that?
You got
You like
set.
that?
Team to lose, right?
No, your team,
You got to pick a team to
That was
win.
mean. That was mean. What you just did was mean. You know that was mean.
Yeah, I mean,
All right. What do you got? Team to win. Has to win.
And you can't pick him again.
I can't pick him again.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Arizona.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Smoot?
I gave you the information you needed for that
Yeah.
pick, Coach. I'm going to go to the Gillette Stadium. I'm picking New England Patriots to win.
Okay.
Okay. And Jared?
Commanders.
Okay.
You're a good man, Jerry.
All right. Anything else, guys?
No, great show.
That
Great
was a
to be
great
back.
show.
Football's back.
Hey,
Football
all I
is
got-
back.
Good.
Hey, all I gotta say is long live Jerry Jones. Long live Jerry Jones. Right there, baby.
And then it'll be his son anyways. Once he dies, it's his son anyway. so.
No, never. Jerry be here another 100 years. Long live Jerry Jones.
All right, so go follow us. All the handles, the PFF handles on Instagram, Twitter, the whole thing. You'll get behind the scenes, and we'll be back for week 2.